Hello and welcome to Inside Education, a show that takes you inside of the classroom of our Mobile County Public Schools. Starting off with graduation, nearly 3,300 high school seniors are now graduates as the class of 2022 received its diplomas in ceremonies in May. While graduates for 11 MCPSS high schools accepted their diplomas at the Mitchell Center, Centennial High School's ceremony was held on its football field, and Augusta Evans recognized its graduates at the school. We want to congratulate the class of 2022, and we wish them all the best in their future endeavors. You finished strong. And now to our Learning Leading Awards. The Mobile County Public School is recognized standout students, teachers, staff members, as well as community partners recently in its annual Learning Leading Award show. The show was presented virtually this year. Among the honorees were Learning Leading Award winners and Teachers of the Year from each of our schools, as well as valued community partners who help the school system fulfill its purpose of equipping and empowering college and career-ready graduates. Providing entertainment were dance and choral groups from Alma Bryant and Murphy High Schools and Old Shell Road School of Creative and Performing Arts. You can see the entire show on the MCPSS Facebook and YouTube pages. Again, congratulations to all Learning Leading Award winners. And now that you've seen some of those winners, we want to show you how we surprised each of them with their award. Our first stop, we take you to Dodge Elementary, where we told Abigail Davis she was the big winner.
Hi. So we have a special announcement to make. So you were selected as your school's Learning Leading Award winner, which means you're a learner and a leader here, which is awesome. But also, did you know that we have 50 elementary schools in Mobile County? No. We do, and each school picked one Learning Leading winner, and from that, all those 50 kids, we picked one for the whole county, and that's you, Abby.
I nominated Abigail because she is such a bright light here at Dodge. She's always willing to help others, not just in the classroom, but outside of the classroom. She's a big part of our school on the morning announcements and on the robotics team and archery. So she does a lot and she keeps her grades up, and she'll do anything you ask her to do.
Kids should always do good in the world so they can achieve great things like being doctors, scientists, engineers, and etc., etc. Well, I think what makes me a good leader is that I'm kind and I always try to do my best in everything I do.
Our next stop was at Clark Shaw, where we met Maddie Borchert and gave her the great news.
We have 19 middle schools, and out of all the middle schools, you were selected the Learning Leading winner for the whole county. So congratulations. What do you think of that?
She's helping. She's trying to bring everybody up, you know, and that's what we look for. That's a leader. And so she's got that sweetness, that kindness about her, that she really cares about the other students. She really cares about the school. Like when we talk about student council things, she is all about what can we do to make this school better. So, I mean, there's just no better example of that. She does all of those things and always is excellent in every class. Madeline is such a hard-working student, and she's always going to do her best on everything, and so she excels at everything. I used to be in charge of the spelling bee, so I met Madeline in 6th grade when she won for the whole school, and she was just so hard-working on that. I mean, more than a child that age normally is. She was very serious about it.
P-E-R-I-P-H-E-R-Y, periphery.
She is always helping others. She's a go-getter. She's a leader. She with the kids, she'll step in and just kind of take over and say, this is what needs to be done. So I see those qualities a lot outside of the classroom, and then inside the classroom, she's the same way. She's always going to put her best effort forward for everything, but she's also going to help the other kids.
To be a leader means to lead people in the right direction, like good peer pressure, not helping people to better themselves, not to worsen themselves.
It It was definitely a challenge selecting our winners this year with so many students with grand resumes and recommendation letters. And so 2 students were recognized as winners at our high school level. Congratulations to Marissa Wilson from Citronelle and Jordan Guyton from BC Rain. We're looking for Miss Marissa.
Uh-oh. Marissa.
Is that you? Hi. Come on up here. We have a little surprise for you. You have been awarded the Learning Leading Student of the Year for Mobile County Public High Schools. There are 13 high schools in the county, as we know, and you were selected as the top Learning Leading Student. Thank you.
Marissa is a great example of what happens when you put everything that you have into being a great student, a great community member and leader, and she just is the perfect example of that. She has always done many things at one time. She's been able to juggle it all and do it at a very high level, and she's a great example.
Whenever we say she is a well-rounded student, she is the athlete who does everything expected of her and more, and that student as well, who continually pushes herself to go beyond what is even just the maximum requirement. She says, I'm going to go and exceed that.
I feel like a great leader should lead by example. That's always my biggest thing. I don't want to be a hypocrite. I don't want to tell my teammates or my classmates to not do something and then I go and do the same thing because I know that they're going to look at me differently. And so I just like to lead by example, and if I tell someone not to do anything, then I'm not going to go do that myself.
Well, Jordan, you know, every day you bring your best to the classroom. You're always excited, you're always ready to learn, and you inspire the other students in the classroom to do their best. And so it's just a pleasure to have you in my choir program, and it's a pleasure to have you at BC Rain High School. We're so proud of you. We want you to keep up the good work. Jordan is an exemplary student, as you've seen. He just goes above and beyond. He's always the one who's encouraging others to be their best selves. And I've had very few students who have really just taken that leadership initiative and really understand that a leader is not about being out front, but working with the people in the back and propelling them forward. I just see great things for him, and I'm excited about his future.
A leader is someone who's willing to sacrifice and put others before them. That's a true leader, and standing in their beliefs and standing no matter what comes their way. You know, despite the tide and despite the currents, you know, we have to remain faithful to our duty. I mean, words cannot express how my gratitude is right now. I mean, you surprised me, and I'm never the one to get surprised. I'm always the surpriser. So, you know, this is just, I mean, an amazing award, and I'm just so grateful for MCPSS and grateful for you to take the time to come out here at BC Rain and present me with this award.
Again, congratulations to all of our winners. We'll be back right after this short break.
This is a program for any middle school student who's actually behind. This opportunity offers kids a chance to do 2 grades in 1 year.
If it wasn't for Star Academy, I would still be in 8th grade and probably still struggling.
We are one-on-one. We have small classrooms, and we're able to give students that personal touch, that personal attention.
I know I'm coming to see good teachers, good attitude, and also they're here to teach us what we need to learn.
At any given time, trauma can happen.
And how we deal with it. And how we make peace with it.
Starts with me.
With Project Thrive, I'm taking the pledge.
I pledge to believe and support others experiencing trauma.
Will you join Project Thrive and its team of partners who are working together to address issues of trauma? Take the pledge, take a stand, and let's make Mobile a trauma-informed community.
At Mobile County Public Schools, we believe it starts with us. That's why we offer Signature Academies.
I'm Tracy Train, and I'm in the Healthcare and Dental Academy at Theodore High School. In the Dental Academy, I'm working alongside dental professionals getting hands-on training from those already working in the industry. Shadowing them on the job makes me want to work even harder because now I know what I want to be.
Signature Academies are open to all students in Mobile County Public High Schools. To find out more, visit mcpss.com.
Mobile County Public School Superintendent Cressel Threadgill has announced recently that high schools in the district will be transitioning from A-block scheduling to a modified period schedule. To help break it all down for us is academic coordinator Helen Miles. Thank you for joining us. Helen, can you explain what the modified period schedule is?
Modified period. Modified period is where our students have an A-B rotating schedule. They have 4 75-minute periods each day, and they have an additional 75-minute period where it is enrichment or special topics. It is also intervention during that time. And those students, they have four classes on A day and 4 different classes on B day.
And can you tell us where the idea to do away with the block scheduling came from?
We looked at our data, and we also looked at the different things that were happening in the state. Many of the other school systems were changing from block scheduling to periods, and we did a little bit of research at what was happening throughout the nation and the changes that were being made. For our students, the attention span with the 98 minutes and the 87 minutes in the period, in the block, was a little bit too long, so we looked at making adjustments because of the data that we have. So with that, we looked at the various schedules, and we met with principals and came up with this particular schedule that was best, that would accommodate all of the many programs that we have in the district, and we felt that this one would be best for it.
And what would you say is the biggest benefit you see for both our students and teachers moving to this type of scheduling?
We believe that for our students, being able to have a class for an entire year, they will have more time in order to learn the content. For many students, being able to cram all of the content into one semester is very hard for some of our students to retain that knowledge, especially having to take one course in the first semester and not being able to take it again until January of another year. So that was very hard for many students to retain that knowledge. Being able to learn over a full year and then being able to take the next course the next year, hopefully they will be able to retain that knowledge and be better students for that next course. For teachers, this will give them a lot more time to plan and teach more in depth to their students and not have to cram everything into one session. So they will be able to teach less standards at one time, and that will be beneficial to all of our teachers as well.
All right, thank you, Helen, for that information and also breaking down this new scheduling system for us to understand. In other news, a unique military recruiting event happened recently at Baker High School. To tell us all about it are 2 of our junior reporters, Madison Williams and Fallon Torbert. Hey, ladies.
Hey, Miss Staples, we're here on campus at Baker High School with a big event recruiting for the National Guard.
That's right, Madison. I'm here in the Black Hawk helicopter that the National Guard uses to not only capture students' attention, but their interest.
So a lot of young people don't realize that that the U.S. National Guard has opportunities like this with full-time careers. And even though if you're not planning on going to college, that the National Guard offers full-time staff as well.
It definitely has shown me what to put my path on, but ROTC isn't about putting you into the military. It's barely even about giving you a taste of it. It just gets you out there, like helps you boost your confidence, talk to people. It's a great thing.
And that was a very cool experience for those students. Thank you again so much for sharing that, Madison and Fallon. The Pathway received a prestigious honor recently as its Star Academy program was named the National Program of the Year. Star Academy is an intervention program based on a foundation of social emotional learning, holding students to a renewed level of personal responsibility. The award was presented by NOLA Education.
This is the first year that our company is going to give out a Program of the Year award. And this award we are handing to the Pathway here for all the things that we just discussed in terms of being a model program, being exemplary, having exemplary kids.
We work hard every day to provide opportunities for students to improve themselves. So it's great to be honored for doing your work, but this is what we are here to do. We want to make the lives better. Students have a chance to get ahead or get back on track because they're generally down 1 or 2 grade levels when they come here. So we're real happy that someone appreciates the hard work and effort that it takes.
When people say, what's your ideal Star Academy program, we wanted to be able to recognize who that would be. And Mobile County and this particular Pathway school came to mind immediately.
I want to give credit to the teachers and the counselors and the parents and the students themselves for coming in, understanding what's required, and then working hard to achieve those goals.
And we're going to take a quick break, but before we go, a quick spotlight from J.E. Turner.
Our book is titled History's Greatest, an Alphabet Book. And so it goes from A to Z, listing the people that they've researched. And at first, in years past when I've done this project, it's just a project that goes on the wall. But as I grow and learn as a teacher, I thought, I'm just going to try and take this another step. And I found a publishing company, learned how to format it. I have turned it into a book. We've added title page, table of contents, glossary, and this is something that they're really proud of. They've worked real hard to not just see their work on the wall, but now in an actual finished product.
First, we talked about what greatness is, and we said it could be fame, fortune, or power, but then we decided that the greatest people are those who take what they have and what they can do for other people. I learned that people can be great even if it's not something like big, like they found a cure for cancer or something. It could just be like they're an author.
It's been an amazing, very long, hard process. A lot of learning has been had, effective learning. Who do I want to be and who do I want to talk about? And a lot of academic learning, paraphrasing, citations, relevant information, basic grammar. So it's been a really amazing process, lots of learning, and something they're really proud of. And I'm really proud of them too. They've worked real hard on this.
As a student in the Mobile County Public Schools, there are a few things I've come to expect. One is a quality education, and the other is a quality lunch. Not only are our school meals well balanced, meeting all federal nutritional standards, but they also have less fat, fewer calories, and they taste really good. Oh, and I forgot to mention, our school lunches contain whole wheat, grains, fruits, and vegetables to give me the energy and brain power to get me through the day.
My name is Harshini. I'm a junior at Davidson High School, and after graduation, I plan on pursuing a career in dermatology. Currently, I'm taking science classes such as AP Chemistry, Biology, and Human Anatomy, which will help me pursue my career. I feel as though Mobile County is preparing me for my career choice in that they provide rigorous classes that help me think further beyond just what I'm learning. I'm Harshini Cannon, a junior at Davidson High School, and I'm learning today so I can be a leader tomorrow.
If you were an 8th grader looking into Alma Bryant, this is something that I'd definitely check out if you wanted to come here as a high school, because our coastal studies is a pathway that's unique to us, and they have multiple opportunities that are just fun to get out and learn about the environment, fun to know how we affect our community and how we can work to better it. This is something if maybe you're interested in it's something to definitely look into when you're looking to high school or looking to some future career that you want.
A new mural has been dedicated at Denton Magnet School of Technology. We now have students to tell us all about it.
Hi, Miss Staples. Our new mural is located in the cafeteria right here.
It's really cool, and the best part is that it's highlighting students from our school.
Well, the mural was donated by our National Junior Honor Society, which we did a few years of fundraising to obtain. And it was important for us to showcase our school and everything that our students are doing and capable of doing and just what we offer. So we reached out to our teachers and our coaches to choose someone to represent their class, their club, their sport, who not only was a good student and a good athlete and a good member, but also really embodies everything we want our students to be: good citizens, good behavior, and good academically. So the students on that wall really represent the best of the best that we have here at Denton.
Being on the wall is something that is very rare, because I remember seeing people on the wall at YMCA and Boys and Girls Club, but since now I'm on a wall, it's kind of cool.
I think it's very cool being on the mural since they only chose a select few amount of people, and since only the teachers chose a few people from their classes to be on the mural. And there's only 12 people on there out of who knows how many in the school.
In other big cafeteria news, Crispitos are back by popular demand. 2 years ago, the popular lunch item disappeared due to COVID-19, and now students at Dunbar say they're happy to have the taco-like meal back on their school's menu. The building that is now home to the Barton Academy of Advanced World Studies is the oldest public school building in the state of Alabama. 8th graders at the school recently dug through part of that history in a curation project at the History Museum of Mobile.
One of the really interesting things was the report card.
We're here at the History Museum of Mobile, and the 8th grade class at Barton Academy is curating an exhibition from the History Museum's collection. This is an amazing opportunity for students to practice project-based learning in the field of history. And so students are actually getting hands-on experience with what we do every day at the History Museum with how you interpret history for the public.
Clearly she didn't finish it.
Most of the kids voted for artifacts that were clothing, lockets, buckles. The needlework was one of the top that the kids chose. But the kids also liked the diplomas and the yearbooks. After they decide what objects that they're going to use in the exhibit, they are actually going to measure everything and see what kind of cases we need for the objects and how we can utilize our little display area that we have on the first floor.
I think it's really interesting. I think it's going to be something that I'm really excited about it personally. Learning about the history, not only of just Barton, but the city, is something I've really been into, and it's really nice that we get to do this.
I think it's really cool to see, because not very many people get the opportunity to see stuff like this in their school's history or in their own history. And I think it's really cool that we get to make an exhibit about it and show it to the rest of the world.
Artifacts selected for the exhibit will soon be on display at the school. And we're going to take a quick break, but first we're going to have another spotlight, this time from Old Shell Road.
He gave his daughter to his mystical advisor, Merlin. That's me.
Well, at Old Shell Road, all grade levels are involved in a full-scale musical every year. So from kindergarten through 5th grade, they perform every year in a big show. So 4th grade and 5th grade are performing this week in their show, Joust. We usually spend about a quarter teaching them the music and the drama and the dances, and at the end of that period of time, they're usually ready to perform. We start out in the classroom just learning the music, and then we move together and put the dances with the music and then put it on stage. It ties all the arts together because the students are singing, dancing, and speaking, acting, and many of the students even help design the set. Students go to visual art classes, music, dance, and theater classes every week. And students can choose to go to strings classes, piano lab, and other things like that.
If you look at the numbers, Mobile County Public Schools is making great strides. With more than 53,000 students, 7,000 employees, and 90 schools, we are consistently increasing our 4-year graduation rate and our first-class pre-K program. We continue to strive for national recognition and continue to prepare our students for the global workforce. And we do all of this with one goal in mind, to equip and empower college and career-ready graduates. Mobile County Public Schools. We're learning today, leading tomorrow.
Welcome to Citronelle Center for Advanced Technology, where we integrate academic learning with real-world experiences as we prepare students to be college and career ready. Citronelle Center for Advanced Technology, learning today, leading tomorrow.
Each month, more than 90 guns are reported stolen from unlocked vehicles, creating the potential of serious injury or death.
Lock it up.
Many violent acts and crimes are committed with stolen guns.
Lock it up.
According to ATF, stolen guns pose a substantial threat to public safety.
Lock it up.
Be responsible. Take time to record your handgun serial number and secure it from thieves. Lock it up.
Lock it up for me.
A local high school basketball star is the Coastal Alabama Player of the Year. This after she led her team to the AHSAA Final Four. Meet Davidson's Kelsey Thompson.
It just shows that it's athletes at Davidson. I just like to put it that way. I don't really care about it for me, just for my school. Yeah. So more kids can come here.
Yeah.
You know, right now she's quiet. Game time, she's a little bit more vocal. You know, like I say, she's a coach on the floor. When she gets on the players like I get on the players, her teammates, she puts them in the right area, things like that, right situation. So, like I say, it's just great to have her.
Thompson was also a finalist for the Mobile County Female Athlete of the Year for all sports. She graduated in May and is continuing her academic and athletic journey at the University of South Alabama. She said it was important for her to play for her hometown team. Congratulations there, Kelsey. And student and faculty filmmakers had their work celebrated recently at the annual MCPSS Film Festival. The festival was held at the Murphy High School Auditorium. Awards were presented in the categories of animation, commercial, documentary, music and performing arts, newscast, as well as short film. Best in Show awards were also presented for kindergarten through 2nd grade, 3rd through 5th grade, middle school, high school, as well as teachers. Earning those top honors were filmmakers from Dodge, Meadow Lake, Clark Shaw, Davidson, and Council Traditional School. Congratulations to all the filmmakers who participated in the film festival. And that'll do it for this edition of Inside Education. Be sure to keep up with all things MCPSS on all of our social media platforms. That's Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube.
When we say Bishop State Community College is a great place to start, we really mean it. Want to major in psychology, engineering, criminal justice, English, history, or something else? Take your general education courses with us, then transfer your credits to the four-year university of your choice. Want to learn a trade and go straight into the workforce? We have the programs and the trainings to help you land a high-wage and high-demand career. Save time and thousands while conveniently taking classes safely online or on campus. Register now, bishop.edu.
At Mobile County Public Schools, we believe it starts with us. That's why we offer Signature Academies.
Hello, I'm Jordan Clark, and I'm in the Health Service Academy at John L. LaFleur Magnet High School. My future career is to be an obstetrician-gynecologist. With this academy, I'm learning firsthand from people already working in the industry. Shadowing them on the job really makes me want to study hard and work harder towards my career goals.
Signature Academies are open to all students in Mobile County Public High Schools. Visit mcpss.com.